Rockford here, and there's the moment for Huntsville City. Carlton!
William Rollins Stadium at Cal Lutheran University in Thousand Oaks, California is the home of Ventura County FC, and that is where the latest episode of The Report comes to you from. I'm Michelle Montaigne. Much to the delight of VCFC fans, Ventura County made their MLS NEXT Pro debut in 2024. Thousands of fans flooded this place as they played in their home opener, and those fans will be right back here on these grounds come August 11th as they host for the first time their Southern Cal rival LAFC 2 in the third edition of what we endearingly call El Trafichico. The first time these two faced off, LAFC 2 took a 2-0 victory. That was back in April. But just last month, VCFC took the extra point by winning the shootout on the road. In the third edition, Ventura County will look to get their first regulation win in the series, and the head coaches from both teams discuss the meaning of this rivalry.
There's a history, and it starts in the under 15s, under 17s. And now you can see that there's a real feeling of it, and you watch the guys. It means the ones that grew up in the system. It means a lot to these players, the local derby.
I do believe that this market's a special market. Both clubs have good players, and both clubs are proven to be moving players up to the first team. And the MLS NEXT Pro environment, that's what it's about. It's about getting guys prepared and getting them minutes with the first team.
Here's a closer look at how these two teams stack up so far this season. Both teams find themselves in playoff contention. Currently, VCFC sits in third with 20 games played, while LAFC 2 is in sixth in the West with 19 matches played. Ventura County has a +3 goal advantage and goal differential. Meanwhile, their 7 shootout wins are the most in the league. Ahead of their highly anticipated showdown, we spoke to Oak Sports Holding GM and co-president and U.S. Soccer Hall of Famer Kobe Jones about the rivalry at this level.
You want to see rivalry. You know, that's what it's about. You want to see that intensity. You want to see the opposing fans going crazy for their team, and then your fans screaming and yelling. That's when you kind of get that feeling of like, okay, we're here. You know, we've done it. We've created something where, you know, the fans are going to have the worthwhile soccer experience. The fans are going to have the worthwhile stadium experience, and then the fans are going to have the worthwhile fan experience. And if you get all of that, then you've had success.
And if you want to have that experience, we want to remind you that there's still a chance when VCFC hosts LAFC 2 for the first time ever at Cal Lutheran. It's a 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific time kickoff. If you're still interested in attending in person, you can get your tickets at the link below. Now, on the other side of the country, it appears we have a new rivalry brewing in the Eastern Conference between FC Cincinnati 2 and Philadelphia Union 2. Now, the two clubs boast some of the best up-and-coming talent in MLS NEXT Pro, with Stefan Schirilla from FC Cincinnati 2, and of course, your 2024 MLS NEXT All-Star Game MVP, Kevin Sullivan, for Philadelphia Union 2. Now, Cincy took the first 2 games this season, but in the third edition, for the first time, with these two teams as the number 1 and number 2 ranked teams in the MLS NEXT Pro Power Rankings, they were going head-to-head, with Union 2 hoping to finally get their first win of the series this season. Unfortunately for them, that wasn't how things worked out. FC Cincinnati 2 took Game 3 by a 1-0 final. The lone goal provided by Benjamin Stitz proved to be all the team from Ohio needed to get the win and sweep the season series. Now, staying in the Eastern Conference, another match with playoff implications saw NYCFC 2, who was riding a 7-game win streak, host Columbus Crew 2. The goal-scoring frenzy saw the visitors once again walk away with the win, with Crew 2 edging out the boys in blue 4-3. The inaugural season champs ended NYCFC 2's streak while claiming their 9th win of the season. In another pivotal Eastern Conference showdown, New York Red Bulls 2 hosted Chicago Fire 2 and earned 3 points to give them 31 on the season, good for 8th in the Eastern standings. Now, one valuable thing to come out of the 4-3 defeat for the Fire was that David Pereira scored 2 goals. More to come on that later in the show. Things are getting very interesting in the Eastern Conference. We already mentioned FCC2 beating Union 2, and that puts them at the top of the East. Meanwhile, Union 2 are in second place with 38 points, and rounding out the top 6 are Crew 2, Fire 2, NYCFC 2, and Chattanooga FC. Those 4 teams are separated by only 2 points. Now, if that video doesn't get you excited about the future of soccer in the United States, we don't know what will. The player pathway has always been a vital part to MLS NEXT Pro, and over the last 2.5 seasons, over 100 MLS NEXT Pro players have signed MLS contracts. Many of them, such as your 2022 MLS NEXT Pro MVP Jason Russell Rowe, Benjamin Kromashi, who plays with Messi, and Bernard Kamungo, who scored on Messi's Inter Miami, have all made impacts with their first team clubs. As we look at the 100 plus who we are so excited to celebrate, we also look back at the players who have made the leap. Twenty-seven MLS teams have signed at least one MLS NEXT Pro player. Leading the way is St. Louis City SC. They have 11 signings. They're followed by Inter Miami with 9 MLS NEXT Pro players inking deals. Philadelphia has signed 7, and after that, it's a 4-way tie with Columbus, FC Dallas, New England Revolution, and Toronto, all with 6 NEXT Pro players signed per team. Up here in the press box, that's where they keep track of all of the stats happening down on the pitch. And at MLS NEXT Pro, we've done the same thing. Over the last 2.5 seasons, a lot of the MLS NEXT Pro players who have signed those first team contracts have also earned monthly awards during their playing time, in large part due to the impressive stats they put up. And with July now in the rearview mirror, we take a look at who earned Best Club and Players of the Month awards as voted on by the league. NYCFC2 doubled up this month, taking home both Club and Coach of the Month honors. The club hit its stride in July, taking 11 points in 4 games, including impressive results against the teams atop the Eastern Conference. With Matt Pilkington leading the charge, NYCFC 2 is primed for a deep playoff run. Now, the player of the month is Houston Dynamo 2 forward Diego Gonzalez. He shined in the summer heat, producing 6 assists in 3 games to help lift Dynamo Dos to its current 3-game win streak. The goalkeeper of the month honor goes to a guy who actually just joined the league, the Town FC's David Sweeney. Didn't take him long to make his mark. He signed with the club on July 12th. Since, he's started 3 games, posting 2 clean sheets and a shootout win. And last but not least, July's rising star belongs to Columbus Crew's Chase Adams. The Crew Academy player added 2 goals in the month of July, bringing his total to 7 on the season, making him one of the top scoring academy players in the league. And speaking of awards, we mentioned David Pareba earlier. Well, one of the awards he's very much in the mix for is the Golden Boot Award. The Chicago Fire 2 player scored a brace at the start of August to give him 14 goals on the season and sole possession of the top of the Golden Boot race. Here's a look at the full picture. Union 2's Eddie Davis sits in second with 11. He is followed by Taylor Calhera in third with 10, and there's a 2-way tie for fourth between Makai Joyner and Harold Osorio, who both have 9 total goals to their names. Well, that does it for this episode of The Report. It's a huge weekend for MLS NEXT Pro with rivalry matches taking place from coast to coast. If you're trying to get here at Ventura County FC's home stadium and you haven't gotten your tickets yet, make sure to get them at the link below. And if you can't be here in person, catch all of the matches on MLS Season Pass on Apple TV or MLSNextPro.com. I'm Michelle Montaigne. We'll see you soon.